What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. I know it's been a minute, but I have a good reason. Well, not a good reason, but it's because of this car. This car has been giving me a ton of problems, and that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video today. I am driving home. I literally just got off work, so we're gonna be doing a little POV drive home, and yeah, we're just gonna be talking about kind of the reality of owning a 90s car as your first car. Technically, this isn't my first car, or the first car that I've driven. I used to drive my grandma's Buick LaCrosse 2012. But this is my first car, like I own it. And it was cheap, it was only $5,000 or $5,500. Yeah, so the fact that I did get this car for cheap, it's a blessing, you know. These 90s cars, they are kind of getting up in price, especially Integras. I see clapped ones now that are in 100% worse condition than mine, going for like $7K, and I only got mine for $5,000, so these cars are definitely going up in price, and not just in price, they're also going up in age, you know. And I've had my problems with that, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Literally the day, or I think it was the day that I had uploaded my last video, which is probably going to be what, like three weeks ago, maybe even longer, I don't remember. My thermostat went bad. So I went to, or we took it out to inspect it because my car was overheating like crazy. And yeah, my thermostat was just closed shut, so no coolant was getting into my engine, and it was overheating. So we replaced the thermostat, and it was cool. It really wasn't that hard of a install. We just got the new one, super cheap. My boy's Mustang right here. Shit's so clean. Yeah, so we ended up changing out the thermostat. 2 days later, I park my car, and I walk up to it after maybe a couple hours. I was at my girlfriend's house. So after I walk up to the car, there's a puddle right at the very front of my car, and I'm like, what the hell is that? So I, inspect it. I try and figure out what the problem is, and my radiator cracked. It was the stock radiator that came with the car, and yeah, it's like, this car's from 1995. This car, it's coming up on what, 30 years old. So yeah, the radiator is bound to give out. Things are bound to happen, you know. And I know it's unfortunate that the thermostat went out first, and then the radiator right after. I had to go buy a new radiator because I had work the next day, so I had to freaking install it real quick, get it up and running. I flushed and refilled that coolant system like 6 times throughout that whole journey. It was a lot, because first I didn't know if it was the radiator, if I was leaking from a hose, or what the problem was. So that happened. Ended up fixing the radiator. On this drive, coming back home from work, I actually love this drive, by the way. This is sick as fuck, coming up the hill. But on this drive back, I noticed my car was smoking, and it didn't look like a leak. It really didn't. It looked like I thought it was a fire, because it was a lot of smoke, and it was a lot. So my heart is pounding. And I had to pass up on the freeway that's right here, and I had to pull over at a gas station. I popped the hood thinking that there's a fire, that some electrical wiring or something ended up happening. But no, a coolant hose bursted, and yeah, it's an old hose, so it's shooting coolant all over my engine bay. Engine bay is hot. It was smoking like crazy. It was leaking coolant. So that night, went to go get a new hose. AutoZone didn't have the right hose that I needed, so we ended up just cutting off the part that was cracked, cut it off and then just reinstalled the old hose because it was fine. It didn't look too worn or anything like that. Yeah, so we did that, and my car was okay for maybe about a week, and I was planning to start filming again because I was feeling really down, obviously, because my freaking car. I didn't want to film. I didn't feel like driving the car. I was over here thinking I should just sell it. I was having problem after problem after problem, but I was okay for a week. So I start driving again, and this time, I think I was also headed home. My clutch started to feel weird. So every time I would press down, or not every time, it didn't start like that. At the start, it was just every once in a while, my clutch, it felt, there was a lot of pressure at the top, almost as if it was stuck at the very top. And my engagement point for the clutch was really high at the top. So I didn't know what the problem was. I'm not a mechanic by any means whatsoever. Look, my boy's Mustang. She added Euros and side markers. They look so tough. But I'm no mechanic. So I was going on the forums. I was going on Honda forums trying to figure out what, if anything, was wrong with this car. I'm over here thinking I had to buy a new clutch. My money's going basically down the drain. Paycheck after paycheck after paycheck. All I'm spending money on is this car. And I don't have a payment. It's just, I haven't spent any money on modifications. It's only been maintenance so far. So I talked to one of my friends, and he says that it might be the master cylinder, my slave master cylinder. So that's it's a hell of a lot cheaper than fixing the clutch. So I was like, okay, you know, it's not really doing it all too often. So I think I'm gonna wait till the weekend, and I'm gonna buy the part, order the part, and then I'll go ahead and install it with my friends. I couldn't even make it till the weekend. The car started to disengage my clutch. Literally, I had to bring it all the way up to the starting point for it just to engage into gear. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch the master cylinder because it's the cheapest thing, you know. Might as well do that, and then if it doesn't work, then hey, I might need a new freaking clutch. So I went to AutoZone. I got the master cylinder and the slave cylinder. Might as well do it both since I'm down there. And yeah, we changed both of them. And bleeding the brakes a couple times. My fluid was black. I'm pretty sure that's why the master cylinder went bad, because previous owner hadn't changed the fluid before and I've neglected it. So the master cylinder went bad. But I changed the master cylinder and the slave cylinder, which were a pain in the ass. That shit, it took me forever to get that slave cylinder on there. But we got it on. Sorry, I'm kind of driving slow because I'm talking. But we did end up getting it on, and I tried driving the car again, and it felt pristine. Now I have 100% confidence in the car. I took it on a canyon run. I recorded, but the footage, it became vertical, so it'd be good on like a TikTok, but not on a YouTube video, which pissed me off because that drive was so much fun. I wish you guys could see it. My first canyon run, I went to Little T, but yeah, I have confidence in the car again, and that's kind of just the reality of owning an older car, especially for your first car. It's cheap, yeah, and they are getting up in age, so you are going to have to focus a lot of that money on maintenance, but you don't have a car payment. And that's the thing you have to tell yourself. You are saving money by having a cheap car like this, by not having that car payment, but things are bound to go wrong. I know I have to do my brakes because it's been a minute since I've had this car and I haven't done the brakes, and I can feel them starting to get worn, and I know the brakes are something that I have to do in the future. I know I'm probably gonna have to, we have to keep changing oil. I have to change my transmission fluid. There's a lot of things that are gonna have to add up, and it might not be a car payment, but it's money that you're putting into the car when it could go towards modifications and stuff like that. There's been so many times where I've had my coilovers in a cart ready to buy, and money has to go towards something else. Money has to go towards a new radiator. Money has to go towards 3 bottles of coolant because I'm running out constantly, or it's frustrating, you know. As much as this car gives me joy and I love this car for what it is, sometimes it's frustrating. And I know a lot of you guys who own these kind of cars, you'll agree. But no matter the frustration, no matter the annoyance that you have to deal with, nothing felt better than fixing my slave cylinder and my master cylinder and having the car running properly again. I literally laid down on the floor after starting the car up and feeling the clutch. I laid down on the floor with my eyes closed, feeling so much like satisfaction that I was able to do something on my own and fix the problem, you know? And that's the thing that this car, or these cars, will give you. Yeah, they'll give you problems, but majority of the time, I mean, right now I have a Honda, it's super reliable. It's not going to be, like my piston isn't going to fly out of the moon, or fly out of the roof up to the moon. So it is stuff that I can fix. And it gives you so much satisfaction being able to do it yourself and diagnose it yourself. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I didn't have any problems prior to my whole coolant system situation and then my clutch situation. This car's been really good to me, and I'm grateful for that. And I know this car is going to continue to be good to me as I'm going to treat it good, you know. But yeah, I really do want to take this thing on more canyon runs. We did go up to Little T. I wish I could show you guys that footage. But yeah, you guys are definitely in for a treat. I'm gonna start recording a lot more. I finished school, so I'm on summer break right now, which means I'm gonna get a lot more videos posted out for you guys. I have a lot more free time on my hands. I'm gonna be working a lot more, so that means more money that I can put up into the build. Yeah, there's a lot of good things that are gonna come this summer. I really wanna make some progress with this build, and I know that I can. But I do plan to stay consistent. I'm sorry, I literally told you guys in the last video that I was gonna stay consistent, and then all this crap happened. So the plan is that I'm not quitting. I'm gonna continue making videos and posting for you guys, taking you guys along the journey. Ooh, look at this RSX right up front. Is that an RSX? I think that's an RSX right there. I think I can tell from the headlights. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you guys for listening to me yap. I know I've been gone, but I'm back now. The car is back. Hopefully we don't get any problems. I was planning to, you know, record a little bit extra of me trying to fix the stuff, but I was getting so frustrated. I'm by no means mechanically inclined, so I was getting really frustrated trying to like record and look at this RSX. Trying to record and get content while also trying to fix my car and trying to keep my sanity. So I'll try the next time if anything does go wrong or any installations that we end up doing. For sure, I'm going to take you guys along the journey. But with that, I thank you guys for tuning into the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys, and I love making these videos. And yeah, thank you guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.